How have you seen that grateful mindset, a gratitude practice benefit you in the business world?
Well, honestly, David, it's been a game changer because it shifts your perspective, right? It shifts your perspective on, okay, what I don't have to what I do have, right? And so constantly looking for those small wins, because a lot of times they get overlooked, right? They get overlooked. And when you think about being grateful and what that can do for you, it's all about centering. Okay, if the first thing I do in the morning is jump on my cell phone and look at, look at the news, look at my feed, look at my social, then I'm not centering myself on things that I'm grateful for. And I've noticed that in the rhythm where I'm doing those things, look, we're all human, right? We all get in these slumps, and I can see I'm not as grateful. Where if I set aside that time to really focus in on what I am thankful for and putting that out there, just taking just a couple minutes. And we'll go through those later on in some of the questions, but really focusing in, that can shift everything. That starts your day, because we are in control. We're not in control of our first thought, but we are in control of our second one. And that's really where the practice of gratitude comes into play.
Yeah, and you bring up a toxic topic, really, with um, comparison and what you said, about social and how that works now in today's world, and the struggle that creates for a lot. But that was one of the things. So one of the why is this so important? So I want to kind of just piggyback on where you go with some research, some things that have been polled, Harvard studies, whatnot. One of the whys is that it does shift your perspective. And in today's world, like you just said, it's so easy and it's so nasty to compare yourself constantly to others. And most of that comparison, a lot of times, is easier done through social media. And we know what social media presents us to us,
Yes.
their best life, and they may not really be behind the scene what their picture looks like, but you compare to this unrealistic picture. And that is one thing I love. It says it reduces materialism and comparison. So just that simple act of gratitude can take you away from what this world says is winning. And like you said, allow for you to see what you do have, what you don't have. So I love that
Correct.
shift.
And really, if you think about, there was a Matthew McConaughey, and he gave that speech about, chasing himself, right? Not comparing himself to others, but hey, where I am now and where I want to be 10 years from now. And so when you think about comparison, and, really you're just comparing where you were maybe yesterday to 30 days ago. I mean, David, think about where we were 12 years ago in comparison to where we are today. And that is a world of difference. And it seems like a lifetime ago, even though it was only 12 years ago. And we've had our oldest for almost 11 years at this point. And so when you think about that, there is a lot. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Google Photos will remind you of how quickly things go. They just do. I mean, just the other day, I had pictures pop up from last year and I thought our kids looked so grown, and look at them today. They look even older. I mean, it's just a constant reminder of how quickly things change. And so that's why practicing gratitude daily, it can make such an impact, because time does not, it's a thief. It does not slow down.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And when you're able to show up your best, I think that allows for you to be better. So when you think about why is that going to impact or affect me in the business world, or how I show up to produce, and you think that it affects everything. If you're worried about what everybody else is doing, or if you're worried about chasing this dream because that's what makes you look good or feel good, rather than truly feeling good, you're always able to show up better for someone else. And that's always going to be a more profitable state of mind.
And if you like that clip, make sure to like and subscribe to more of our content.